So all of the reports about the Breakfast Club getting raided were false, right? There was no raid, but the feds did show up, DEA and other, to talk to DJ Envy. So we have one or two things that could be happening here. During this whole scandal, it could be that DJ Envy was a victim as well. He was just duped into using his name for something that he didn't think was fraudulent. Or did he know he was picking people's pockets with Caesar Pena, but now that they are getting caught up, is he now playing victim? I mean, he could have let Pena do the dirty work and then now be turning on him, turn him in. I don't know. It's one of the two. But let's get into it. Let's go to Chiggs Smooth for the video.
After Caesar Pena was arrested by the feds, reports also came out that the feds raided iHeart, aka the Breakfast Club's office. Not only that, but reports also said that they took electronics with them as part of their investigation. Now, shout out to Tony the Closer. He's actually the person that started this whole investigation, started looking into it, and also gave a voice to the victims. Now, Tony was the first person that I saw tweet, "The feds pulled up to iHeart this morning," and he wasn't wrong. But everybody else ran with it, and the story eventually turned into the feds raiding the iHeart offices. Now, according to TMZ, who has spoken directly with law enforcement, they can confirm that the Breakfast Club offices was not raided by the feds. Reports that federal officials raided iHeart radio offices and removed electronic equipment are not true. This, according to federal law enforcement sources. Envy's lawyer told TMZ that the reports are yet another example of the continued sensationalization in the media to attach his client's name to the story, even though he insists DJ Envy is one of the victims, not a perpetrator of the alleged fraud. Law enforcement told the same thing to TMZ, and a source at iHeart Media also confirmed to them that no equipment was removed from the building. Now you guys are probably asking yourself, well, Chiggs, I was Tony the Closer right by saying that the feds pulled out the Breakfast Club this morning if they didn't raid them. According to TMZ, the DEA and the FBI all had a part in investigating the case, and officials were at the offices to alert Envy that Pena had been arrested.
And so them showing up to tell DJ Envy that Pena had been arrested was like, okay, well, you're a victim. We should let you know. But I was like, a simple phone call would have sufficed, right? You would think, right? Because all of the other people who were defrauded, which Envy didn't, I don't think lost any money directly, but his name and likeness are being besmirched, as they say. So I was wondering why they went personally there to have a meeting with him and tell him that, hey, we caught up with my mans. Why didn't any of the other people that had invested all this money get personal visits as well? You know, right? It just made me think like maybe, allegedly, maybe, Envy knows more than what he's alluding that he knows. And that, you know, this maybe he's getting caught up in some stuff and he's cooperating to hand Pena over. Maybe, allegedly. I don't know. Just guessing. But some other people saw that this was a scheme from the start. Like Joe Budden, namely, was the guy who was like, told Envy this is a Ponzi scheme right from the start. Let's go to Maino and his podcast for this.
And I met Caesar.
That's Caesar.
Caesar is Flippin' NJ is my partner in New Jersey. He owns over 1,600 units in New Jersey and all throughout the country.
Caesar was in prison before.
Caesar was in prison. Caesar was locked up, and he learned how to do real estate in prison.
Wow.
Learned how to do the real estate.
We got to bring Caesar up here one day.
We couldn't tell too, but it's two type of wows that those could have been. Like, wow, he really did something. Maybe came up out the gutter and made that happen. Or wow, he learned that in prison, and you taking advice from. Okay, wow.
Yeah, he loved to do it.
And shout out to my guy, the credit dude, man.
Yeah. So with Caesar, he taught me how to do it the right way. He taught me, you know, why he was like, his first thing is, why are you using your money? I said, what you mean? He said, you don't use your money. You use other people's money to get these deals. And started teaching me the game of how to do it without using minimum money. And that's what I've been trying to teach people. When I first got into real estate, I called 3 people. I called Clue. I called Fabulous. I called Joe Budden. Right? My Desert Storm family. And I said, hey, guys, I'm doing real estate. This is something that I think that, you know, you should invest a little bit of money in, try it out, and that way you can do it. Joe Budden told me it was a Ponzi scheme, and I was going to go to jail. Fab was like, I'll call you back. And Clue was like, nah, it's not for me. But I tried to teach them how to do it because I wanted my brothers to.
So as we could see, he was kind of going off secondhand knowledge of what he was trying to teach. So he didn't know a full understanding of it himself, I don't believe. And then second, it makes me wonder why he only picked Clue, Fabulous, and Joe Budden to approach this with. Why not none of your family that don't have the money that these guys are? Why only approach celebrity guys around you that have money? It makes me wonder, is you trying to find more people to get down on? Or is it like, because you can't really get down on somebody you telling this game to that ain't got no money. Right? I don't know. I'm just asking. It made me wonder, like why he only approached celebrity type guys. Why not try to approach somebody who really needed some help coming up? And then this is what Joe Budden had to say about it.
Me as someone that he is not speaking to. We have not spoken about anything. And he calls me and starts talking about some real estate. For me, that's odd. We don't speak.
That seemed odd to me too. Not only did you not try to help the homies without no money, but you don't even speak to Joe, but you told him, Fabulous and DJ Clue, but you didn't tell Angela Yee and Charlamagne, the people that you speak to the most every day. Like, it seems like you want to tell celebrities that have some money, but not the ones too close to you, though. Like a little stiff arm distance,
And now you calling me, telling me that your man's with the government and he could get the buildings and there's a list. It'll be me, you, and Queen Latifah and whatever the he was saying. Because I was walking my dog in the backyard. So I'm going to stop listening at this point. But that just sounded fishy.
And I'm not saying that DJ Envy was in on this, but if I was a detective, he'd still be on my list. I still have a few questions to ask him. I'm not ruling him out as just being a plain victim, because we all know we can get sucked into that. But I'm just saying a lot of people it seemed fishy to them. Listen to Yamanika Sanders, and I don't too much agree with her on nothing, right? But listen to her reaction as she was talking to Envy about this situation beforehand.
First of all, let me just say this. Envy, I adore you. I wanna get a house from you.
I don't sell houses.
But what if you flipping something? Ain't it houses? Or what the f you doing? Every time I see you doing something, you flipping a house in New Jersey or something like that.
No, I'm not a realtor.
houses.
You know what I'm saying? Charlamagne, his co-host, don't even know what he do. You know what I'm saying?
I buy houses, I fix them, and I rent them out. I'm not a realtor. I'm trying to encourage people to buy homes and to create.
You should become a realtor.
Okay, but I'm trying to figure out, because then you got the home and you try to make money off the home. And you making money off the home.
Yes, ma'am.
So you selling the homes.
I'm selling rooms or apartments. I'm keeping it.
SROs.
Yeah, I'm keeping it. So
you the slumlord.
I'm
You
doing
got
2 units,
4
3 units.
families worth of living under one roof? Oh my God. Does the government know?
I'm trying to encourage people to buy homes and to invest in themselves so they can always have property instead of continue to rent.
By investing in you and putting money in your pocket. Let's not act like you not making money. I'm just to the point I was making is you making money, right?
I'm doing it the right way without getting got.
But they got to get got by you before they don't get got by you.
Now look, I usually don't care too much for what Yamanika be talking about at any time. But right here, she was funny. She was in her natural comedic bag, and she picked up on something that it should have been simple. He was trying to explain, I don't sell properties, but I do rental properties. I want to teach other people how to do generational wealth through rental properties. And it was just something about it Yamanika couldn't put her finger on that wasn't adding up. And it's just like, oh, you want to do this, and the people got to get got by you before they get got by the... And it's just something that she picked up on that just wasn't adding up. And he couldn't answer all the questions that she was just naturally off the cuff giving him. And it seemed a bit iffy. And I'm going to just say this. The Breakfast Club is hiring in case this goes one way or another. Let's go to young yeahimstacie for the video.
But interesting enough, this is going viral right here. 8 days ago, iHeartMedia posted this job listing for a co-host for the Breakfast Club, saying it's a full-time job, paying between $240K to $330K. I don't know how much semantics matter when it comes to this, but DJ Envy is actually the DJ. He's not just the co-host. And they've been looking for a co-host for the longest. People are assuming that this is because they may be firing DJ Envy. Who knows? Who knows?
I mean, it's a business. And as a business, they got to be prepared if this goes left or right with him. They don't know which way it's going to go. So I think they are getting prepared just in case. He could be fine. He could just be a victim and it could ride out. And then, just like Charlamagne's case, it could just pass and everything will be good. But it could go the other way. But do you think DJ Envy is a victim or a villain disguised as a victim? Which one you think? This your boy P Cam. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Get at your boy.